भाई कैलाश जी ने बहुत बड़े बड़े राष्ट्रीय और वैश्विक आयोजन किए हैं और तेल के बाद एग्रीकल्चर में भी अब वो नए कीर्तिमान स्थापित कर रहे हैं, नया इतिहास गढ़ रहे हैं। और BSAF के माध्यम से एशियन एग्री समिट का आयोजन नेपाल काठमांडू में किया है और मुझे विश्वास है इससे व्यवसायिक क्षेत्र में, उद्योग व्यापार के क्षेत्र में नई दिशाएं, नई संभावनाएं, नई समृद्धि के द्वार खुलेंगे।
Association President from Nepal, Atul Bhai, Sudhakar Bhai, Dr. Mehta, and Sandeep Bhai, of course, said. You see, I'm very happy today, so I'm not going to read out my speech. Very happy indeed, because when you conceived the idea,
and on this background, Tefla's, in association with Bharat Subcontinent Agri Foundation, has launched the first ever South Asia Agri Summit, which is happening from 19th to 20th of January 2023 in the Soaltee Kathmandu. This event is dedicated on the changing landscape of the sugar, pulses, spices, edible oils sector in the South Asian region. I'm your host Raghav Khosla from Exhibition Showcase, and today we are here at the South Asia Agri Summit to cover this important event. We are going to speak to the delegates inside and understand from them how the world of edible oil, sugar, spices, pulses, grains is shaping up and how the agriculture sector is poised to perform in 2023 in the South Asian region.
Sir, what is your feedback about this event? What is the relevance of this event?
I think this is a new for me, and as my observation, there are three objectives of the meeting. One is the knowledge sharing, information sharing, and the know-how sharing between the country, between the stakeholders, and between the parties. The second is just I saw there are some MOUs signed before this event, that the MOU will scale up the understanding and cooperation and partnership among the commodity organization and then the countries as well as societies, and this also helps the regional integration process, or I can say regional economic integration.
Yeah, hi, this is Deepak Parekh. I'm agriculture technology and agri-tech expert from India. The main motive of this summit is that we all know that South Asia is very important when it comes to agriculture commodity. We are consuming 70% of world's food. So it is very important that the countries in this specific region work together and ensure they are food sufficient in a regional manner.
Okay, and what is your feedback about this event, sir?
Feedback is tremendous. I see a lot of excitement, a lot of passion from countries like Bangladesh, Nepal, India, Sri Lanka, and all the people are talking to each other and coming out with solution which we need to ensure food security for this region.
Hi, this is Vivek Agrawal from JLV Agro and BSF Foundation. We are the organizer for this event, BSF and Teflas. and our main motto is to increase the trade between Southeast Asia region, mostly Nepal, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan, because we have very less trade on all this region, only 3%, and there are huge scope. And our main purpose to reduce the tariff barriers. You know that we have very neighbor countries and we have barriers. So just we try to remove all trade barriers. We want to connect on one platform the traders, farmers, brokers, importers, exporters that can help India, Nepal, Bangladesh, and all these SAARC countries where we get mutually benefited.
My name is Sudhakar Tomar. I am the honorary chairperson of Bharat Subcontinent Agri Foundation. The outcome is that when well-meaning members and nations come together, they deliberate, they do free exchange of information, then a lot of opportunities on the trade and agriculture will emerge, and South Asia will emerge not only as a food sufficient nation, but food sufficient region, but also a food surplus, and create a regional food security shield to have to protect all the nations from any kind of shocks.
So, friends, I am now with Mr. G. Chandrasekhar, who is a senior journalist and policy commentator. Hello, sir, and thank you for giving us time. Sir, today you had a wonderful session. Can you tell us a little bit what you deliberated upon, how we can ensure food security in this region?
The theme of the opening session was food security in South Asia. And I have been tracking agriculture, agribusiness, and food related issues, including food security, for decades. And as someone who has been closely watching the developments in this space, and someone who has been closely monitoring and advising the government of India on policy issues, through my article, through my television appearances, through personal interaction, I can tell you that food security is critical for South Asian countries. Now, South Asian countries are facing a few challenges. One is land constraint, second is water shortage, and third one is climate change. And my strong belief is climate change is going to be a big issue for countries like India, and obviously it will have implication for neighboring countries like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Pakistan, etc. Climate change is not going to spare anybody. Climate change is absolutely secular. It will not differentiate between countries.
So, friends, at the day one of the first ever South Asia Agri Summit, I am standing with the man, Mr. Kailash Singh, the organizer of this wonderful initiative. What is the concept behind this initiative? What are your thoughts behind this when you were first starting to conceptualize this?
As Raghav, in addition to organizing conferences and exhibitions in India, we have started doing the same thing in Middle East countries. We did it in Colombo, Indonesia. So we have been thinking of doing this in Nepal for a long time, but COVID was a deterrent. But you see, now the problem is with the rising global population, food security and sustainability are major problems. Of course, consumption level has gone very high, so industry players may be happy, but we have to think of climate change and scarcity of water, poverty elevation. These are the deterrents for growth of the food security system. So through these kind of conferences, we have to think out of box some innovative solutions so that we can counter this change, starting from macro to supply chain to farm to fork level. So this is our initiative. Next year we will probably take it to Thailand, then to some other countries, Nepal, Bangladesh. So this is the beginning. We are very happy. We have a very large gathering, and people have come from more than 15 countries from all over the world.
Wonderful. And sir, 2 days of thought-provoking sessions. What are the highlights? What are the key themes of sessions that we have that we are hosting here?
This is the first important thing that we are able to rope in Honorable Minister from Sri Lanka, from Bhutan, the DMCC Executive Chairman from DMCC. Everyone has got, everyone is now interested in the regional cooperation. So first important thing is that we are talking about the intra and inter-regional trade here. It is an important thing. Then pulses, we are talking in a big way, edible oil, sugar, and sustainability. Of course, these are some of the important sessions that we are planning, and we have a very big award ceremony scheduled tomorrow. So I hope people enjoy and take some good memories with them.
So friends, with me now is Mr. Asim Singh, the curator of the wonderful entertainment package at this very great event. Asim, I have watched you since a long time now. What a wonderful entertainment creator you are. And the iconic fashion shows, or be it the iconic singers that you bring to your shows, how do you add this glamour factor to this B2B shows? This is really something which is very different from what is usual in the industry. So hats off to you for that. And I think this is something which makes a show a complete show. Any comments you would like to
Absolutely.
say?
Thank you so much, Raghav ji. ये पैकेजिंग कहीं ना कहीं तो मैंने अपने पापा से सीखी है. I've got this talent and art of packaging from him for sure. And अब इतना बेहतरीन बिजनेस कॉन्फ्रेंस थ्रू आउट द डे होता है. इनफैक्ट 2.5 दिन 1.5 दिन हमारा चलता है. थोड़ा तो ग्लिट्स एंड ग्लैमर चाहिए, बहुत ज़रूरी है. एंड बीइंग अ टैलेंट मैनेजर, एंड आई हैव बीन मैनेजिंग सो मेनी टैलेंट सिंस अ वाइल नाउ, एंड आई अंडरस्टैंड द पल्स ऑफ द पीपल. मैं समझता हूँ लोगों को क्या चाहिए. एंड दैट इज समथिंग, बिकॉज आई पर्सनली फील कि कॉन्फ्रेंस वाला पार्ट बहुत ज़रूरी है, एग्जीबिशन भी हो चाहिए, सेमिनार बहुत ज़रूरी है. एंटरटेनमेंट इज समथिंग विच पीपल रियली लुक फॉरवर्ड टू.
Absolutely.
अवार्ड के साथ वो क्लब होके अगर एक अच्छी पैकेजिंग हो पाए 90 मिनट के अंदर, वो बढ़िया पैकेज बनता है.
So friends, now I am with Mr. Ahmed bin Sulayem, who is the CEO of Dubai Multi-Commodity Center, Government of UAE. Thank you, sir, for giving us time. First of all, sir, this event in Nepal, what is your feedback and what are your comments about being here in Nepal?
Well, I was curious. I wanted to visit Nepal for so long, and I found the opportunity. Even though this is South Asia Agri Summit, I was curious about the place. I love the weather. I love the experience, and what I've seen has. I'm really surprised with the turnout, the network, and it's important for me to update our knowledge of what the needs are. And this is the way you do it. You network, you talk, you share common challenges, and you discuss to find common ground on finding solutions and opportunities in this.
Hi, please introduce us to yourself.
So I'm Min Bahadur, the owner of GC Trade, Global Commodity France.
How do you see the South Asia Agri Summit, this event? What is your feedback about the significance of this initiative?
This is a major, I think, initiative which will have to continue for a long time, because this region has a very big population, big consumption, big production. So I think Southeast Agri Asia should be focus and organize themselves to make like a European model. We have less barriers. People can go and trade in other countries. Commodity can flow each other countries. So that will be a good idea. I hope it will create. We have a SARC, the association SARC, which is a little bit just a logo and no activity. I hope it will create create dynamism on this side. I hope. Yeah.
Thank you for your time. So friends, now I am standing with a very dynamic personality. I am with Mr. Sandeep Agarwal, who is the president of Nepal Ghee and Oil Manufacturers Association. Thank you, Mr. Agarwal, for giving us time today. You are here at the first ever South Asia Agri Summit. First of all, congratulations for hosting it in Nepal. What are your comments about this event, sir?
Actually, this is one of its kind event. We have all the delegates, business delegates. They go to different conferences like Globe Oil or POC in Malaysia, GPC for pulses, and so many others. But this is one conference which is under one roof, which deals in all the commodities like grains, pulses, edible oil, and of course it being in a host country, so this is all the more suitable and comfortable to us. So this is a very good initiative wherein almost all the traders internationally, globally, one or other, they are aligned with each other on the similar type of trade, and you have almost 80% of common suppliers. So you have common suppliers under one roof, you have common buyers under one roof, dealing in all grain, pulses, sugar, edible oil, spices. So I think so this is a very good initiative and it should definitely get continued.
Okay. You were there in the introductory session, and you also are there in some of the other sessions where you are acting as a speaker, and you are going to speak about the edible oil sector. So what are your comments about edible oil sector in the South Asian region? What are the upcoming trends we can foresee in the upcoming times?
So actually, as I said in my keynote also, that edible oil has suffered more of because of the rumors and government policies, as I can say, because it all started when Indonesia introduced DMO requirement and banned exports for 50 days in somewhere in mid-April. and it continues for 50 days. And when it removed the exports, the market crashed suddenly, and it has not yet recovered. The shock has yet not recovered because of this decision. So Southeast Asian region as a whole, and Nepal included, are still suffering from that shock, and we have yet not been able to recover. And this trend of DMO requirements, or the governments giving protection to their farmers in so-called name of protection to their farmers and consumer, is still continuing. For example, sometimes they come out with B35 mandate, sometimes they come out with government. So this is, I think, so the market at the moment is moving more on rumors.
So friends, now I am with Mr. Sudhakar Tomar, who is the chairman of Bharat Subcontinent Agri Foundation. They are the co-organizers. Mr. Sudhakar Tomar is also the president of India Middle East Agri Alliance. Thank you, Mr. Tomar, for giving us time today, and what a wonderful event this has turned out to be. What are your comments on this maiden event?
So first of all, I'm glad that everybody could come and enjoy. So the objective of this foundation, Bharat Subcontinent Agri Foundation, is to create a brotherly environment among the nations of the South Asia, and have a cross-border trade and investment, and creating opportunities for the member countries and the trading houses which are based in these member countries. And also, as the President of India Middle East Agri Alliance, our objective is to create cross-border trade and investment in agri and food domain. And for that, we continue to do efforts tirelessly in our partner nations and the South Asian nations.
Any remarks you would like to share, any message to the industry that you would like to give?
I would like to share that as an industry, we have responsibility to connect more, travel to each other's country more, meet other people, and create an enabling environment for all the member countries for good trade and free movement of agricultural goods and trade.
I have with me here a delegate who is here from Mumbai. Hi ma'am, please introduce us to yourself. What do you do?
So my name is Sangeeta Agarwal, and I work as an international commodity broker, and we deal with pulses, rice, so cereals, rice, wheat, etc. We also do a lot of oil seeds and oil. Yeah, so that's
Okay.
what, so we source globally and we ship globally.
So Sangeeta, we understand that the agri-trade business is prone to a lot of fluctuations,
Right.
and there are a lot of things which can impact this business. Maybe it may be political influences, inflation, wars. How do you see 2023 for the agri-trade business?
See, the major challenges this year is the weather, the foreign currency movements, which are very wild. The weather will impact the total productivity due to global warming. I'm seeing the winter hardening in a lot of places, the rains coming at unusual times, which may impact the crops adversely.
अब हमारे साथ हैं इस इंडस्ट्री के बहुत ही विख्यात जर्नलिस्ट श्री मृत्युंजय झा जी, जो कि हैं एडिटर कमोडिटीज जी बिजनेस में। थैंक यू मृत्युंजय जी, हमें समय देने के लिए। ये इवेंट पे हम आए हैं साउथ एशिया एग्री समिट, और आप एक्सपर्ट हैं इस विषय में। फूड सिक्योरिटी को लेके साउथ एशियन रीजन में जो अभी हालात चल रहे हैं, उसके बारे में आप क्या टिप्पणी देना चाहेंगे?
देखिए, ये आपका बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण सवाल है, और जिस वक्त जब हम नेपाल में मौजूद हैं साउथ एशिया एग्री समिट में, तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि ग्लोबल एग्री मार्केट को समझने के लिए आपको ये समझना ज़रूरी है कि ग्लोबल एग्री मार्केट में साउथ एशिया की कितनी बड़ी भूमिका है और साउथ एशिया का रोल है क्या। और आप समझिए कि जब यूक्रेन और रूस का युद्ध शुरू हुआ, उसके बाद जब ग्लोबल कमोडिटीज़ मार्केट में बड़ा उठापटक देखने को मिला, तो उसका बड़ा इम्पैक्ट साउथ एशियन कंट्रीज़ पर भी पड़ा। क्योंकि आप देखिए कि साउथ एशिया का जो सबसे बड़ा लार्जेस्ट बायर है ऑयल का, एडिबल ऑयल का, इंडिया, और हम करीब जो हमारा कंजम्पशन है उसका 60 से 70% हम इंपोर्ट करते हैं एडिबल ऑयल का। लेकिन जब ये यूक्रेन और रूस का युद्ध हुआ तो हमारा सनफ्लावर ऑयल का इंपोर्ट रुक गया, पाम ऑयल का इंपोर्ट रुक गया, इंडोनेशिया ने बैन कर दिया, तो बड़ी खलबली मची, दाम बहुत बढ़ गए। लेकिन वो कहते हैं ना कि जब भी कोई बुरा दौर आता है या विपत्ति आती है, तो उसके साथ साथ आपके लिए नए रास्ते भी बनते हैं, खुलते हैं। और जब इंडोनेशिया ने बैन किया पाम का, तो हमें लग रहा था एक वक्त में कि पता नहीं पाम कैसे मिलेगा, लेकिन उसके बाद नए रास्ते खुले, नए रास्ते बने, हमने कुछ अल्टरनेट सोर्स निकाले। सनफ्लावर के तो हमने इतने सारे अल्टरनेट सोर्स निकाल लिए कि जब प्री वार लेवल में जब हम 1.5-2 लाख टन का इंपोर्ट किया करते थे, उसके बाद हमने इतने वैकल्पिक रास्ते बना लिए कि हम 4 लाख टन का इंपोर्ट करने लगे हैं, जबकि ज़्यादा करने लगे हैं। तो उस लिहाज से बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। चीनी की अगर आप बात कर लें, शुगर में आप देखिए भारत बहुत बड़ा मार्केट है, हम एक्सपोर्ट भी करते हैं, हमारा कंजम्पशन का मार्केट बहुत बड़ा है। नेपाल में पोटेंशियल बहुत ज़्यादा है शुगर प्रोडक्शन का, उसको लेकिन और इंक्रीज करने की ज़रूरत है। हमने आज नेपाल के अधिकारियों से बात की और उनका कहना है कि यहाँ पर पोटेंशियल है, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट के लेवल पे थोड़ी सी उदासीनता है, उस लिहाज से ये इंडस्ट्री बहुत तेज़ी से नहीं बढ़ पा रही है, उस दिशा में काम करना पड़ेगा। सबसे बड़ी बात जो साउथ एशियन कंट्रीज़ को करना पड़ेगा, हम बहुत बड़े कंज्यूमर हैं, हम बहुत बड़े बायर हैं और प्रोड्यूसर भी हैं, लिहाजा अपनी अहमियत ग्लोबल प्लेटफॉर्म पर साबित करनी होगी। हमारी पॉलिसी ऐसी होनी चाहिए, कंसिस्टेंसी होनी चाहिए पॉलिसी में, ताकि ग्लोबल ट्रेडर को भी ये भरोसा हो कि हाँ साउथ एशिया की ये पॉलिसी है और इसके आधार पर आप अपनी ट्रेड की प्लानिंग कर सकते हैं। उसमें फ्रीक्वेंट चेंजेज नहीं होना चाहिए, है ना, और जो माल प्रैक्टिसेस हैं उसको रोकना बहुत ज़रूरी है। ये तमाम ऐसे मुद्दे हैं जिसके ऊपर काम करने की ज़रूरत है।
ओके, और हम बात करें इस इवेंट की, जो फर्स्ट एवर साउथ एशिया एग्री समिट है, ये पहल आपको कैसी लगी? क्या आपके कमेंट्स हैं इस इवेंट के बारे में?
देखिए, बहुत अच्छी पहल है और आप देखिए कि एग्री का कितना बड़ा मार्केट है हमारा, और उस मार्केट को एक प्लेटफॉर्म पर लाना ये अपने आप में बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज होता है। और उस दिशा में टेफ्ला ने और बाकी संस्थाओं ने जो ये काम किया है, आप देखिए कि अलग अलग देशों के लोग यहाँ पर पहुँचे हैं, ट्रेडर हैं, एक्सपर्ट हैं, पॉलिसी मेकर हैं। जब एक मंच पर आप जुड़ते हैं, जब व्यूज़ एक्सचेंज होते हैं, तो आपके लिए बहुत सारे नए रास्ते खुलते हैं। आप जानते हैं, समझते हैं कि आपके लिए क्या पॉलिसी आगे होनी चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए। आपको ट्रेड की, कमोडिटी की, डिमांड सप्लाई और तमाम बारीकियों के बारे में इंटर एक्सचेंज इन्फॉर्मेशन होता है ग्लोबल एक प्लेटफॉर्म के लिहाज से।
दोस्तों, अभी मेरे साथ हैं श्री हेमंत बंसल जी, जो कि रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं पतंजलि फूड्स को। थैंक यू हेमंत जी हमें समय देने के लिए। और हेमंत जी, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ये कहा है कि हमें आत्मनिर्भर बनना है, जहां बात आती है एडिबल ऑयल इंडस्ट्री के बारे में। तो एडिबल ऑयल्स में आत्मनिर्भर बनने के लिए यहाँ से लेके आगे तक की क्या जर्नी रहने वाली है, उसके बारे में आपके क्या कमेंट्स हैं?
देखिए, ये बहुत ज़रूरी है। आज हम इंडिया के अंदर में लगभग जो हमारी इंडिया में एडिबल ऑयल की रिक्वायरमेंट है उसका 60% तक हम इंपोर्ट करते हैं बाहर से, और 40% हमारा डोमेस्टिक ऑयल सीड्स क्रॉप से आता है। अभी बीच में लास्ट 2 साल में हमने जो ऑयल के प्राइसेस में टर्बुलेंस देखा, यूक्रेन रशिया वॉर हो गई, इंडोनेशिया की पॉलिसी चेंजेस हो गई, जिसका इम्पैक्ट हमें हमारे देश में एडिबल ऑयल के प्राइसेस पे देखने को मिला। कंज्यूमर्स ने ऊपर में 180, 90, 200, 220 रुपये तक तेल लीटर खरीद के खाया है, जो एक टाइम पे 80, 90, 100, 110 रुपये हुआ करता था। ये सिर्फ इसीलिए हुआ क्योंकि हमारी पूरी निर्भरता तेल की अर्जेंटीना, ब्राज़ील, यूक्रेन, रशिया, जहाँ से हमारे पास पाम, सोया, सन, ये सारे तेल आते हैं, उन पे थी। तो ये गवर्नमेंट की और हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी की ये एक बहुत अच्छी शुरुआत है कि उन्होंने इस बारे में सोचा है कि हमें एज़ इंडिया आत्मनिर्भर बनना है। अगर आप कुछ आज से 6, 8, 10 महीने पहले उन्होंने पाम प्लांटेशन के ऊपर ऑलरेडी एक मिशन शुरू करा है, जिसके ऊपर में एक डिसेंट अमाउंट ऑफ फंड्स भी दिए गए हैं। बट पाम प्लांटेशन वो भी एक बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट उसके रिजल्ट 5-6 साल बाद दिखने को मिलेंगे। और क्योंकि हमारी डिपेंडेंसी इतनी बड़ी है, तो सिर्फ पाम प्लांटेशन से नहीं होगा, हमें बाकी तेलों के अंदर में भी आत्मनिर्भरता की ओर जाना पड़ेगा।
इस इनिशिएटिव के बारे में, ये जो पहल है, आपके क्या फीडबैक?
बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है। अभी तक जो टेफ्लास के द्वारा ग्लोब ऑयल करा जाता था, वो इंडिया में करा जाता था और पूरे ग्लोब से उसमें लोग आते थे। तो एक पूरा मतलब अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड, मतलब जिसमें भी सारे ऑयल्स के और ये सब लोग आते थे। ये जो शुरुआत करी है साउथ एशिया स्पेसिफिक रीजन की है, और उसमें एग्री कमोडिटीज़ डिफरेंट, शुगर, ऑयल्स, ऑयल सीड, पल्सेस, लेंटिल्स, तो इन सब के ऊपर में करा गया है, जो एक अच्छी शुरुआत है, जिसमें एक फोकस्ड अप्रोच और एक रीजन स्पेसिफिक अप्रोच रहेगी। तो इस हिसाब से मतलब जो भी इसमें लोग अटेंड करें, डेफिनेटली उनके फ़ायदे के लिए होगा और इसे कंटिन्यू करना चाहिए।
बस कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स both Sudhakar Bhai and the Kailash Bhai for their initiative to start South Asia Agri Summit, and we can see the attendance. 20 countries people are here. They are talking the different subject, whether it's edible oil, sugar, pulses, or spices. So once again, compliments to the organizer, Tefla, and the Sudhakar Tomar.
So I am standing with none other than Dr. Pooja Jaiswal, and she is one of the showstoppers here. And Friends, let me tell you, she is doctor by profession. She is a radiologist at a very professor, if I'm not wrong. Yes. All right. So now I'll move the mic to her and let her speak. Welcome, Dr. Jaiswal, to this show. And people are in love with Nepal. The delegates here have really enjoyed the last 2 days. What are your comments? What is special about Nepal?
People are so much full of love, compassion, and gratitude.
Tell me something about this event. How did you like the business community at this event? What is your comment?
It's amazing. They are growing and they are getting global, and everything is getting on such a large scale. I'm so happy to be a part of this event.
I am standing with none other than Miss Namrata, and she is Miss Nepal. Namrata, how do you feel about this event? Agri Summit. How do you find this event here?
I think we should conduct such conference quite often because being from an agriculturally very renowned country, I believe Nepal is also considered as one of the agriculturally rich countries. So I feel very glad to be a part in some ways. So I'm very thankful to the organization for having me here, and I wish you guys all the very best. And I'm sure that the conference went really well.
ये जो सेकंड डे था आज की शाम का साउथ एशिया एग्री समिट में, जहाँ पे अवार्ड्स हुए, एंटरटेनमेंट हुआ, वहाँ पे इंडिया की शान राजा जी, धन्यवाद। कैसा लग रहा है आपको यहाँ पे?
मुझे मैं आई गेस मैं पहली बार काठमांडू आया हूँ और मुझे नहीं पता था कि इतना ज़्यादा ऑडियंस इन्वॉल्व होती है और इतना ज़्यादा प्यार मिलेगा। एंड थैंक्स टू साउथ एशिया एग्री समिट, जिसमें तरह तरह के लोग डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ म्यूज़िक गाने का मौका मिला, अलग अलग म्यूज़िक किया। और सबसे बड़ी बात ये है कि कहीं पे भी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि एक थोड़ा परायापन होता ना, कभी जैसे किसी का गाना गा दिया तो दूसरे ने उस पर रिएक्ट नहीं किया। एवरीबडी वाज एंजॉयिंग। तो आई वाज फीलिंग कि मैं शायद कहीं अपने ही घर में और अपने घर के लोगों के साथ काम कर रहा हूँ, और मुझे पर्सनली बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आया।
So first ever South Asia Agri Summit. What are your comments and what is your feedback about this initiative?
Oh, it's a great thing which we thought 4 months back and it's being implemented now. And we saw the house full today. People from more than 12 to 14 countries have come, and South Asia is becoming a very potential energetic source for agri commodities now, for supply, consumption, demand, everything. So I believe this kind of a summit is a great beginning, and we hope to continue this year on year, and all the stakeholders will benefit immensely. The delegates who have come all the way, I think it's a great thing, and people are going to have a fantastic speakers, panels.
Sir, what is your comment about this first ever South Asia Agri Summit?
It was actually very good and very good organized, good gathering. So everything is very good.
You liked it? Yes. What about?
It's refreshing, a new idea, a new forum, and hope it continues.
Yes. Yeah. Do you like the idea of hosting this in Nepal?
Yeah, very much. We should move ahead now. Nepal, maybe some other places now.
Some other next time. Yeah. Hi, what is your feedback about this event?
Very interesting actually, and the magnitude of the event in Nepal is, I think, amazing. We didn't think that such event is or it would be organized in Nepal.
Okay.
So very happy to have this event in Nepal.
And what about you, sir? What is your feedback about this event?
No, it's very nice. This is first time in Nepal,
Yeah.
and so it is very good. And I hope that next time again, regularly it will be repeated.
Yes.
So this is good for Nepal as well.
And what are you personally taking care of? You are from Nepal?
Yeah, I am from Nepal, but I deal in oils. I have the refinery.
Okay.
So I am looking only after the oil like soybean, sunflower, etc.
First ever South Asia Agri Summit.
It's going good.
You liking it?
Yeah,
Session
very
you
much.
enjoyed?
Yeah, trying to meet very new people. That's very first for me. A very early age in the agri sector for me. Like 2 years only into agri, so it's very new for me. So trying to know more and more people.
Okay, and you particularly are into which domain?
So we are into trading and processing in both the sectors in India.
Feedback about this event?
I personally feel this is a requirement of the industry now, as I feel that Kathmandu and Nepal is a very developing country now. And in the next 3-4 years, you might see a huge scope, especially for pulses and oilseeds coming into Kathmandu and Nepal's regions, Birgaj and all those regions. So this is a wonderful area for people, tailors like us, to come up and expose people and meet people out here.